Hello everyone, my name is Julia and I'm a youth and climate analyst within UNDP's Youth Global team based in New York. Welcome to the 7th episode of UNDP's Youth Climate Tour, a dialogue series, this time focusing on Lebanon after our episodes in North Macedonia, Rwanda, Malaysia, Honduras, Panama, and Sao Tome and Principe. The aim of these country dialogues is to feature UNDP's work on climate in partnership with youth stakeholders across different countries and regions in the lead up to the International Youth Day, the Youth for Climate Driving Ambition Summit in Milan, COP26 events, and Yango 16 Conference of Youth coming up later this year. Through these weekly dialogues, UNDP aims to hear about examples of UNDP's work on youth meaningful participation in climate action across different countries and regions, present and brainstorm on methodologies for youth engagement at the national and local level, identify successful stories, promising practices, and entry points for enhanced support, collaboration, and joint implementation in the context of UNDP's climate promise and beyond. These dialogues only last 30 minutes, and we invite colleagues and partners to be concise and to the point. The recording of this conversation will be published in UNDP's for Youth YouTube channel and Spark Group page. You can already check out the previous episodes on YouTube at UNDP for Youth. The outcome of this series will be published also in a CRISP report and in newsletters and updates. So I will now give the floor to our colleagues based in UNDP office in Lebanon, who will facilitate the remaining 25 minutes of this dialogue together with the youth partners. We remind colleagues to give some time at the end to answer any questions from participants. So over to you now.
Bakan, the floor is yours.
Yes, just let me know if you can see the screen. It should be okay, I guess, now. Yeah. Again, thanks for that. As I was saying, this is prepared by Mary Awad Manassa. Again, just keeping the spirit up in terms of being brief and short. Not a long presentation, on the contrary, quite small and to the point. So it's very much in terms of highlighting the importance of engaging youth in climate action. From various points, very much so from the right to know. So decisions made today will impact their future. The need for the contribution of the youth and for the youth to be equipped to carry the torch and continue in the years to come. And a lot of climate solutions for Lebanon specifically involve substantial job creation, which somehow does also target the future job market and the future employees in a way. So it's quite important for them to have the chance to be involved as much as possible in creating that space. So from those three pillars, if you want, it's important to involve them in climate change decisions making, very much so into the way we did it in Lebanon, an NDC consultation process. So if you look at the Lebanon's NDC, there are a series of NDC climate action enablers. So one of them is very much into providing role for youth as a key to success of the NDC in the coming 10 years in terms of impact and then being impacted by climate action. So other than enhancing transparency for climate action, ensure continued awareness and capacity building. So there's a teacher's guide that was produced by the UNDP team and the Ministry of Environment that looks at the official national curriculum, so from grade 1 all the way to the 12th grades, and how climate change is or can be integrated into the curriculum. So not as a separate standalone course material or a course, but very much so in the traditional material that has been taught at the school level at different levels. We do take a number of internship into the climate office where at the university level, so where there's a bit more of a engagement that happens. There aren't any specific degrees in Lebanon in climate change, but there are various ones that touch upon environmental issues. So we do take a number of interns. We do have a sort of a non-signed or non-formal agreements with one of the universities where we do take in interns as part of their summer placements. Again, very much linking to climate action, to stable economic recovery, which is the current situation in Lebanon. SDG linkages, quality of life, and ensure sustainable future for the coming generations. So again, if you go back and check Lebanon's NDCs, very much evolves around socioeconomic co-benefits. Those are highlighted in the NDC itself and the opportunity for building back better all the way to 2050. So hence on low emission development and resilience building, acknowledge climate change as a threat multiplier and avoiding future disruptions in all decision making, which somehow will be impacting future generations. Just to finish this, so engaging in a way youth in climate action aims to empower the young generation with the necessary information, to hold decision makers accountable, gear them towards a climate-friendly career, no matter which profession they choose, because as we all know, climate action doesn't have to be an independent, standalone career path. It could be mainstreamed in various professions that where anyone could be involved. And finally, it's insight, innovation, and climate solutions. It brings usually a new and fresh perspective. So I'll stop there. Let me know if there are any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bakan, for your presentation. Very much appreciated. And Marie says also sorry for all the connection problems that we have. So hi everyone, my name is Nadine Khawle and I'm the Youth Development Delegate at UNDP Lebanon. I work on implementing the Youth Leadership Program along with my colleagues Nada and Hani from the UNDP Lebanon team, and of course the advisory board members that are with us here in this meeting. So YLP supports young leaders, social innovators, community change makers, and entrepreneurs in implementing sustainable and impactful solutions in their community. And YLP will contribute to the achievement of the SDGs definitely. So we will start now by introducing Adam Shuffi, who is a co-founder at HeatTex. Adam, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. My name is, I hope you're doing well. My name is Adam Shuffi. I'm a mechatronics engineer and a YLP6 alumnus, and I am the co-founder of HeatTex. So today I will be telling you a little bit about HeatTex and what we do, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah. Shall I share my screen now?
Yes, Adam, please.
Okay. Yeah.
If you can also turn off your video so we don't have some connection problems while presenting. Sure. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, you can see it now.
Okay, just let me. Yeah, so HeatTex came to life when 4 undergraduate students at Rafiq Hariri University participated and won in the National Health Prize competition for social entrepreneurship in 2018, where the main challenge was mitigating climate change. In third world countries, we still rely on expensive fuel and wood to heat up our homes in winter, which is catastrophic for the environment. So this is why at HeatTex, we employed advanced material technology in order to create eco-friendly products used for personal heating and cooling. Our main product is called HeatTex Electro, and it consists of the HeatTex pad with an electric cover. The Heatex pad contains a special type of material that interacts with your body temperature to provide you with the right thermal comfort through both heating and cooling. Using the product is very easy and straightforward. All you have to do is insert the Heatex pad inside the charging cover and let it charge for an hour and a half before going to bed. Once the pad is heated, you take it out of the charging cover and place it directly on your bed, and it will keep you warm for up to 6 hours every night. This product is ideal for people who rely on expensive heating methods at night, as it helps them cut down on their fuel consumption and save money at the same time. So far, we have only been selling locally in Lebanon. We launched this product in early October 2020 in order to test the market and get feedback from our customers, and it has been very successful so far. We were able to sell more than 400 units in less than 4 months and received valuable feedback from our customers. We are always welcoming new investors and looking to take Heatex to the next level and expand to other countries in the region, such as Jordan. And finally, we wish to collaborate with NGOs in order to provide the Heatex pad for refugees, as it can really help them stay warm at night. So this was Heatex in a nutshell. Thank you guys for your time. And if anyone has any questions, please do let me know.
Thank you so much, Adam, for presenting Heatex as an eco-friendly product. Now I will go to Hala Naamani, the co-founder of 2Better. Hala, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. It's an honor to be here today. My name is Hala Naamani. I am co-founder and CDO of a social enterprise in Lebanon called 2Better. So I will share my screen. Please do let me know when you see it, and I will begin.
Yes, we can see your screen now. Go ahead.
Okay, great. So 2Better is a social enterprise that focuses on tackling Lebanon's waste crisis that has been ongoing since 2015. Through the inspiration that was highlighted in Africa by myself and my business partner, Naveen, 2Better was born, and our aim is introducing innovative and long-term solution for plastic waste, where it's recycled and repurposed into products, and also introducing a new sustainable material that is strong, durable, and very unique. We began our journey in 2019 with building our own small-scale machinery that allowed us to take the full process of recycling from bottle to products. And we started with products such as coasters, bows, and keychains, but we didn't want to stop there. We wanted to expand our impact. So we are very pleased to say that in January of this year, we completed our new machines that allows us to produce recycled sustainable plastic boards that can be used for furniture manufacturing and hard interior spaces. Every board takes around 6,700 bottle caps from ending up in our environment. Our main goal is to recycle hundreds of tons of plastic waste yearly, empower women in both the recycling and manufacturing industry, and contribute to Lebanon's local circular economy. Thank you so much. And please, if you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you so much, Adam and Hala, for your presentations, our climate change champions. Now I have some questions. So, of all the heartbreaking events that are happening in Lebanon, its impact on young people could prove to be one of its most damaging legacies. So, Adam, the question is for you. What are the current challenges that you and your team are currently facing amid all the very exceptional circumstances and are preventing you from achieving the goal of being among the top eco-friendly products in Lebanon and the region?
Thank you, Nadine. That is a great question. I believe everyone is aware of the economic and political instability in Lebanon, starting from the fires that erupted in Shuf to the much-needed October 17 revolution, to the devaluation of our currency, to the Beirut port explosion. It was all too much to handle for us as individuals, and which made it even harder for us as a startup to survive. Like, even big established corporations were struggling to survive. But what's challenging about Lebanon is that you have to worry about problems that you don't expect to worry about. And like a prime example is that I had to go to my friend's place in order to be with you guys today, simply because I don't have electricity or Wi-Fi at my house. due to the fuel shortage crisis and all of that. So being a hardware startup in Lebanon is not easy in normal conditions, as the industry sector in Lebanon is very underdeveloped. Therefore, we have to outsource the manufacturing of our products from other countries, which makes protecting our intellectual property very difficult. In addition, in 2018, we secured a $250,000 investment that we received in late 2019, 1 month before the beginning of the economic collapse. So this investment came in terms of milestones, and it came in Lebanese pound, but due to the instability of the exchange rate, the value of this investment dropped by around 80%. And being a startup that depends on outsourcing, where everything has to be paid in a foreign currency, our financial situation was severely affected, and we're not able to achieve all the goals we had in mind. So this is just a sample of the daily struggles we face as Lebanese entrepreneurs, but we always remain hopeful and always try to create a better future for a better Lebanon.
Thank you so much, Adam. I know that you guys have been working a lot on raising the name of HeatTex as one of the top eco-friendly products in Lebanon and the region, but because of all the circumstances you are facing, you are now unable maybe to achieve your dreams in maybe a quicker way.
Yes.
So now, my second question is for To Better. So To Better is one of the most innovative and sustainable social enterprises that focuses on reducing the plastic pollution in Lebanon. So Hala, tell me, what are your next milestones as a young leader and climate change activist? What do you want to achieve next through To Better?
Currently, we're finishing off a project that really highlighted our larger vision for To Better. We took on a project in Beirut's last public beach, Ramlat al-Bayda, where we collaborated with the local designer and NGOs for beach cleanup. And using the plastics that we had collected, which sufficed for around 60 kilograms, we were able to renovate the public swing seats for the children on the beach using our recycled material. This was our first community project that we want to propel and expand throughout all of Lebanon while raising the awareness about pollution. We're also working with several entrepreneurs in Lebanon to create certain products out of this sustainable material that we are working on. So the mindset of the youth is really changing and expanding, which is a very big plus. For To Better as well, we're hoping to expand our operations. We want to move to an industrial area by next year and create a machine that will allow us to create larger boards. This will help us create a bigger impact for reducing, reusing, and recycling. To Better is also under the process of a new brand development. We are targeting not only the community, but also B2B sectors, be it interior, architecture firms, NGOs, and organizations, to really show them that there is a sustainable solution out there. This product will not only help them contribute to their environment on a much larger scale, but it will also give them unique solutions to their projects in return. So this is where we hope and we see To Better grow.
Thank you so much, Hala and Adam. I have a last question. So for you both, in your opinion, what are the current climate change threats in Lebanon on youth like you who are continuously trying to advocate for climate actions? Adam?
Yes, I believe that the topic of climate change in Lebanon is an underrated topic and not being taken seriously enough because it gets overshadowed by somehow more pressing issues such as corruption, water, electricity, etc. However, this doesn't undermine the severity of the situation, nor does it change the fact that climate change is happening and we are witnessing it firsthand, whether it's through forest fires, the lack of snow covering the mountaintops each year, the water pollution, the garbage crisis, etc. Therefore, I think that in addition to the encouragement of the individual acts of protecting the environment, such as reducing consumption and recycling, I think we should establish serious policies and regulations on the big sources that are causing the pollution, such as the lack of sewage management, the unregulated quarries, the cement factories, the power plants. But the problem here is that most of these establishments, they are owned by people who are in power. They are owned by the ruling class of the country. Therefore, establishing policies, environmental policies, would be difficult for us. This might seem a bit pessimistic, but it is the truth. I believe that true environmental change will not come without political change, because the government that doesn't care about keeping its people safe and providing them with the basic necessities certainly will not take action into protecting the environment for the benefit of its people and the benefit of Earth in general.
Thank you so much, Adam, for your reflection. Hala?
Adding on to what Adam had said, I truly believe that change does really start with us. So personally, agreed with everything that Adam had said, but we can do it individually. We can start it with ourselves. We can educate, we can spread awareness, we can tell people what harms are through everything that they are buying, and they're looking for alternatives. So for us, for example, we really do advocate for recycling from source. Lebanon is not a culture where we were brought up to recycle. So it is really the responsibility of the youth to be able to start spreading this awareness. And I really think from when we had started up until today, we are desperately working for it. All the local NGOs and organizations we're working with are youth. Everyone we're selling to, we're buying from is from the youth. So it really does start with us. So I truly do encourage the youth to take a step forward, to start with themselves, because they will set an example to the culture and the mindset that we do have in Lebanon. Even though there are economic and political barriers, but if we can start it, we can really educate everyone that comes along on our way, and recycling can turn from something that was never looked upon to something that we adapt in our everyday lives.
Yes, Hala, I definitely agree, and I definitely believe that like individual acts of protecting the environment are very important and must be encouraged. They must be encouraged in every possible way. But I was just highlighting the fact that we also need to establish policies for the big one, for the big sources of pollution.
Indeed, Adam and Hala, I believe that in order to be better supported, we need to create better policies. And by creating better policies for us as youth and for the environment itself, we can be the real change makers in our communities. You are so inspiring, Adam and Hala. The work that you are doing for Lebanon and for the environment and for the climate change is outstanding. I saw how Hala is very passionate about recycling, how she goes to her factory in order to do some work when the electricity comes. And Adam, I see you always trying to market heat tech and to raise awareness about how we can use a pad for the summer and also for the winter when there's no electricity. At the same time, it can be eco-friendly, but also it can like preserve the electricity and can be honestly a solution when we don't have electricity in Lebanon. So thank you so much, Adam and Hala, and we are so proud to call you the YLP alumni and UNDP youth alumni. And we will open now the floor for questions and answers from the participants and all of you. Adam and Hala will be ready to be answering your questions for around 5 minutes.
Thank you so much, Nadine.
If there's no question, I would like to ask one quick question. Adam and Hala, what recommendations do you want to raise, guys? What do you want, like the international organizations, the local organizations, and also the nonprofit maybe to do for you? What are the recommendations? What do you want to see from now on? What kind of support maybe you need? So let us get some recommendations from both of you.
I think I have two main recommendations. I think the first one is to help startups find grants or link them to a platform that can help them with funding, because I think a lot of people are facing this problem in Lebanon now. So, for example, for us, we have a full business and budget plan at hand, but we need the means to execute what we have in mind. So I think one would be the linkage between startups and anyone willing to put forth grants or any type of financial means. And I think the second one that's very close to my heart as well is to network youth with other countries that have similar projects that are within the similar organization. I think diversity, I was personally brought up in a very diverse community. So diversity in business and in organizations and NGOs is very important, because not only will it help us expand on our vision, it will help us collaborate with the organizations internationally, and it will as well, I think, make our projects, I would say, much more diverse. I mean, we don't always have to only stay here, but we can also interact with people outside that have similar projects and see and have a similar vision for us. So I think those are the two from my end.
Yes, I agree with Hala. Like, financial support is very important for startups to survive, and I would like to thank the UNDP for all the effort they put throughout YLP6 in terms of encouragement and support for startups in Lebanon, especially you, Nadine, who has been there with us since day one. The UNDP has been doing a great job in supporting startups by linking us to professionals according to our business needs. Like, throughout YLP6, we had legal support, marketing and advertising support, strategic business planning, UX, UI design, all of that. And these sessions were very fruitful and beneficial. They really did help us grow our business and target our audience more accurately. What I could suggest is, obviously, provide some more financial support in order to implement, test new ideas. Like, such support could come by connecting us to VCs or potential investors, maybe help us export products outside of Lebanon, import materials, etc.
Thank you so much, Hala and Adam, for raising the recommendations. We will always be by your side. Nada, Nadine, Hani, all the YLP team, the partners, and even the UNDP country office management in Lebanon are supporting you. And we are trying to find ways in order to support you amid the current circumstances we are facing, because we are also struggling with everything happening around us. So we will always be there for you guys. I'm reading the chat that Tala is saying that she wants a paragraph about your organization and maybe the social media accounts, so she can spread the word about you on her social media channels. Do we have any other questions from the participants and from the attendees? If you don't want to open your mic, you can just drop the question in the chat box.
Or any comments as well.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
by the way, thank you for the great presentations. Your work is so inspiring. And I totally agree with the idea of sharing a paragraph. We can also publish it and reshare on our Twitter account, UNDP for Youth.
Yes, that would be amazing. So if you can just send us, Adam and Hala, I can also share with Julia to post on the official account of UNDP for Youth in New York. That would be great.
Yes, thank you very much.
So Julia, so now the floor is yours again, since we don't have any questions or we don't have any comments.
Well, first of all, thank you for your great presentations again. I just wrote in the chat box our email address, youth@undp.org, to share your paragraphs, and so that we can reshare on our social media accounts. And so that was the last episode for today, for August, and then we will resume the Youth for Climate, the Youth Climate Tour in September with South Africa and Iraq and other countries to come. And yeah, so despite all the technical difficulties that we had at the beginning, that was a great episode, and we will share the recording later today. You can already find the previous episodes. Some of them I'm still uploading the others on our YouTube channel, UNDP for Youth. And thanks a lot. And yeah, that's it. We will resume these meetings and episodes in September. Thank you.
Thank you so much for organizing this dialogue. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so wait, let me check this. Okay, this is a comment from Jihan that you should be our next generation of ministers and members of the parliament, industrials and decision makers. Indeed, Jihan, actually, this is our ultimate dream and our ultimate goal to be the real decision makers in our country, because we can do the change, definitely. So yeah, now bye everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, and bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.